Wow, ladies and gentlemen, that is all I have to say. Today was an awesome day because today was the first full day where I had my new streaming setup tweaked and kind of working exactly how I wanted it to. Um, it's night and day. I'm speechless how good it is. All right, let's talk about the day that was Friday, the 31st of May, 2024. First of all, this was my return day from break. So coming back from break, we had an insanely long podcast today. We had so much to talk about, including how things went down on Wednesday when I first tried this setup with this new capture device and some of the issues and technical problems I had with it, trying to work out the bugs and the like. Then moving forward through the day and how all the gameplay elements went of things like Multiverses and Hades 2. Then my day off, of which a lot happened. I did a lot of testing of this equipment yesterday on my day off. And also, I ate some disgusting food, which I talked about. So a funny story and good stuff on the Phil's Day Off segment on the podcast today. Plus, I talked all about the Sony State of Play that happened on my day off. So there was quite a lot to discuss on the show. It was a jam-packed show full of talk. All right, really, really good. Now, when we finally got to gameplay, the first thing we did today was Fallout 4. And now that this setup is settled in, here's the deal. I have a choice every time that I play games now on my consoles. I can either play games at 1980p, excuse me, but that was really stupid, 1080p, full 120 hertz, meaning I'll either play at 60 frames or 120 frames, depending on what the game allows. Or if the game doesn't go 120 frames per second, I can instead play at 4K, 60 frames per second. I now have the choice every game I play to decide what I want to do moving forward with my setup. Okay? So that's my improvement. On your end, what you're going to see and hear that's different every day, my video is much clearer and better quality because it's a much higher bit rate that I'm recording and streaming at. There's no frame drops anymore. You know, in the previous videos, there used to be stutters and frame drops. There don't appear to be any anymore with this new capture device. And I doubled, that's right, doubled the audio quality on my streams. So now the audio should be crisper, clearer, more defined. If you're listening in headphones that have good stereo or even surround sound, you should be able to hear that well in my audio setup. So this is pretty cool, these improvements that I have made, okay? Playing Fallout 4 today, we did a lot. We finished up a few plot lines that we were working on. We actually went to the Far Harbor DLC just to do that first leg or that first Radiant quest with the Squire that I had from the Brotherhood. So we got a quick taste of Far Harbor, but then we got out of there and went back to the main game. We actually completed the plot line where I had to go to the Glowing Sea. And while we were there to see Virgil for the plot, there was also a new mission that was part of the new content that they released with the current gen version of the game back in April. And this mission lets you fight the Enclave and get a Tesla cannon. So I ended up getting the Tesla cannon in the game now, which is insanely overpowered and brokenly good. And then we actually went to find the Underground. And we found the Underground. And, we fought the Courser. We had to fight the Courser to get a piece out of the Courser. We brought it to the Underground. And that's basically where we are now. Where next time around we have to decide, I think the Underground deciphered out of there that we have to build the teleporter. So we have to determine who do we talk to build this teleporter. Do we want to talk to the Underground, the Brotherhood, or who's the third group? There's three groups you could talk to basically, the Minutemen. And any one of those three groups will aid you in building the teleporter, but I have to decide who I want to kind of ally with for this playthrough. So that's where we left it. Now, all day, the visuals were amazing. Beautiful 60 frames. The problem is with this version of Fallout 4, this new current gen version, it tends to freeze and unfreeze at random times. It's very frustrating because otherwise it's silky smooth. And then all of a sudden it like lags and then unlags. And that's the game. That's not my setup or anything. That's just the problem with the game. But basically, great stream, great progress. People were chilling, having a good time. Support was good. Everything was great. Great return back on the first stream. But the real test today was always going to be Friday Night Fights. Now that I can play Street Fighter 6, 1080p, 120 hertz, full 60 frames with variable response rate. Does this mean this will improve my performance? The answer is simple. Absolutely yes. Tonight, I played with Lily exclusively, and I played a little over 2 hours. Just listen. When Blanco was doing his command throw, I was able to jump out of it 90% of the time. Without even issue. Just hold up, got right out of it. Okay? When Guile was throwing sonic booms from mid-screen. I could block every sonic boom on reaction. That's something I haven't done since the launch of the game. I couldn't do it. I can block sonic booms on reaction now, guys. I was breaking throws. Not all the time, because throw mix-ups are tricky in this game, but if you can kind of expect, I was actually breaking a lot of throws. I was anti-airing consistently. You know, Tomahawk Buster is a decent anti-air, and I was doing it way more consistently and didn't have to rely just on low fierce all the time anymore. So, dramatic changes. In addition to that, I learned some of Lily's changes. For example, her level 1 super comes out faster now. So if you got a juggle state in the corner, you can do level 1 and it works. You can also do other juggles into level 1 from other places on the screen, which is neat. And basically, I was playing really well tonight. Like, now listen, did I have a dominating night? No, because I'm playing almost all master players. It wasn't ranked, it was casual. But when you do this, you play almost all master level players. So there's a lot of, Akumas, and that's tough. The Akuma mix-up, get in the corner. He's got so many options, and they're all safe. Anytime I fought like a tough character like a Cammy, you're going to have those issues. But for the most part tonight, I had some pretty good wins. Now, I know I won more than I lost. I just don't know the numbers. But I got some win streaks. I had like an 8 win streak, a 3, 4, 5 win streak a few times. So having those win streaks, you're winning more than you're losing. So overall, not only did I play well with Lily tonight, I was reacting to things I was never able to react to before in the game up to this point. Oh, I was counter drive impacting too. That's true. I was counter drive impacting like crazy tonight. Maybe it caught me once or twice, but for the most part, people knew not to drive impact against me because I was countering it almost every time and getting big punish combos as well. And again, this is stuff I was never able to do before. Oh, by the way, if you watch my last 2 sessions of Street Fighter 6 with Honda or Dalsim, there's no more screen tearing because I'm doing variable refresh rate now. No screen tearing. This is the best I've ever seen Street Fighter 6 look. I turned off the motion blur. The game was looking so beautiful. I was like, we don't need motion blur. Motion blur is to hide when a game is dipping in frame rate or doesn't look good. We don't need it. I turned it off and the game looked so good. So now I'm going to get used to this game without motion blur. It's going to be even easier to react to things without motion blur. It is. So, guys, I had such a great time tonight. Here's the thing. I didn't win all night, but I learned. I had great matches and everyone was like, dude, you're not raging. I was like, why would I? I'm never going to rage if I lose because of my mistakes or something I don't know that I need to learn. If someone's playing well and they beat me, I'm not upset. The problem is I was literally losing to people who were scrubs playing shitty patterns, and I couldn't stop the pattern because I couldn't react because the thing was too slow. Now it's dramatically improved and I can react to everything. So from this point forward, I predict nights are going to be better. You're not going to see those rage-inducing nights where I'm punching the joystick and getting so frustrated. I'm going to probably play with Zangief next. I also want to play with Akuma again because I played 3 streams with Akuma and I was getting good, and then I just couldn't get any further because the reactions were so bad. Now I could probably play with Akuma again. The thing is I have to practice now because I haven't played with him in a week, but I feel like I could get back into it and maybe get him to master, which would be great to get him to master. I would like to have a 6th master character. That would be neat, and plus he plays so different from everybody else and it's fun to use him. So I think tonight, the first test of my new setup was absolutely, positively, 100% a smashing success. What I would like you guys to do me the favor, if you like Street Fighter, watch the videos from tonight, leave comments, and let me know if you think there's an improvement. I thought it was a massive improvement visually and gameplay-wise. Okay? Cool. All right, so that was today. Tomorrow, Saturday, the 1st of June, we're going to have some variety. We're going to try multiverses a second time. I want to play different characters, so I'll probably pick maybe like Jason. Maybe I'll try Batman. Maybe I'll try Velma again. Characters who I had played in Season 1 but have not played yet in Season 2. I feel like that would be fun to do for variety. And hopefully the game works better than it did back when I played it earlier this week on, Wednesday? Because then it was dropping matches half the time. It was freezing and unfreezing. Now, the makers of Multiverses have personally apologized on social media saying they're aware that the problems on Xbox, they're trying to fix them. Maybe what I should do is try to get Multiverses tonight working on PlayStation. If I get it working on PlayStation, just play it on there. Seriously, because if it's going to keep freezing on Xbox, it's just going to frustrate me. That's probably what I'm going to try to do, see if I can get it enabled. I don't know, because it has something to do with the EA account, and I don't even remember what my EA account is. So I have no clue if I'm going to be able to carry that over or not. It might be too frustrating to try to figure out, because I don't even remember how I did it 2 years ago. But I guess we'll see. I'll at least give it a shot. And tomorrow, Multiverses on the first stream. And then tomorrow night on the late stream, more Hades 2. And this time around with Hades 2, no technical difficulties. It will be a smooth, chill stream of interaction and fun, doing runs, unlocking new weapons and things, and seeing, where the story goes. I'm excited. I got to the end of the second stage last time when I was playing. So I'm curious how far I'll get. If I'll beat the second boss, maybe see the third stage tomorrow night. Seems like I'm doing pretty darn well. I'm doing way better than I did when I first played Hades years ago because now I kind of understand how the game works. And I'm really having a good time with it. A lot of interaction on those Hades streams, a lot of chill stuff. If you like just hanging out and chilling, come by for the Hades stream tomorrow night, okay? If you're wondering when there's more Street Fighter, here's the thing. I'm not sure yet. It's either Monday or Tuesday night, but I can't tell you. And the reason is because I don't know if I have to do private Patreon videos this week or not. I won't know till my Patreon goes through. And once it goes through for the month, which usually happens by the 2nd of June, then I know what I'm looking at, and I don't know how many people have pledged and what videos I owe. So I'll let you guys know as soon as I know, but I might not be streaming Monday night. If I am streaming Monday night, it's Street Fighter 6. If not, then Tuesday night will be Street Fighter 6. And one other thing, I ordered a microphone for PlayStation 5 that supposedly will work, and if it works, that means that I can probably communicate with Brian, and we can do more sets like we did last Friday night, with, top tier rated. That's what he goes by on Twitch. We could probably do more sets moving forward, but I need to get that microphone working. He says he wanted to only do Street Fighter if we can communicate. So I'm going to see what happens with that as well. So all of these amazing fun improvements, right? Recently, I'm really excited for more. I hope you guys are. I want to say thank you. A great streaming day. Please watch the content today. Give me your feedback. The feedback is key. And I will see you all tomorrow for another full and fun day of variety here on DSP Gaming. Everyone have a good night. See you tomorrow. Peace out.